Okay, this is a video analysis of an essay. So this essay, the prompt for it was, how do safety devices protect occupants during a vehicle collision? On the right side here we have our rubric. And the rubric is based on the claim, evidence, reasoning, and a rebuttal, which is the Common Core Writing Standard number 1, and is part of the Next Gen Science Standards. We've been working on this rubric and these type of writings all year. Okay, so as we read through this, so safety devices protect occupants during a vehicle collision by stopping or decreasing the person's motion. That is close to a claim. Okay, so that's this claim being made. Okay. And then it continues on. Newton's law states an object in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So that's part of that reasoning, that's part of the system that's going on. So to describe how or why the system works, so that's going in there. And let's continue on. So for instance, in car accidents, when the car gets hit, it stops, but the passenger continues to move forward until the force of the seatbelt is acted upon it. Okay, I believe that it is referring to the passenger in that case. Also, the thicker the seatbelt, more force is happening, which keeps the passenger safer. So, it's in this case, let's take a look right here. So it's not really that the more force is happening. So let's see if she explains this a little bit further. Okay, safer rather than a skinny seatbelt that wouldn't hold you in as good. The wider seatbelt spreads the force out over a much, if we go to the back here, a much larger area of contact. For example, if all the force was exerted to only one rib, then the rib would most likely break. But if the same force was exerted along all the ribs, it would more likely not break. And since the force is spread out, so even though the force doesn't change, the pressure on each rib becomes smaller. That is correct. So relating that pressure to the thickness. That's how that system is working there. Therefore, the safety devices protect people by taking a lot of the pressure off their bodies during a collision. Okay, so the claim that was made was that safety devices protect by stopping or decreasing motion. So that claim was there, but it was clear, but it was not maintained. So for that one, we're going to fall right here. Let's go. Sorry, right there. For basic for our claim, as far as evidence, there's really no evidence from the sources. We did a lab about seatbelts, but I didn't see any details or information. So that would be down here with the below. As far as the reasoning, it does describe how or why the system works, but there's no evidence, so it doesn't really relate that system to the evidence that's provided. So that would go here. And as far as a rebuttal or a counterclaim, there was nothing in there about, there was a minor thing, about how seatbelts can damage ribs, but not really specific about how some people, even though the seatbelt is designed to lessen the force and keep you safer, it can still cause injuries, and it doesn't protect you 100%. So work on that a little bit. Keep that as you're doing this the next time, so we can work on our claim and our rebuttal, which is writing standard 1A. That evidence, make sure you're incorporating evidence, either textual evidence from the reading that you've done, or evidence from the labs that we did. That could have moved you up to proficient if you would have included some of that. And the reasoning, you would have had a 4 for the reasoning if it would have linked to the evidence. But good job, keep working, and you'll get another chance to redo this in a couple weeks.